I'm going to talk about some things that I love in Miami in this presentation. I'm really going to focus on that links category, and this slide really does look better on a computer than a screen. Sorry about that. But I'm going to talk about the links category, and I'm going to start from a personal perspective here. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself to start and about some other people in Miami. So I'm from El Paso, Texas. I went to school in Boulder, Colorado. I've been in Miami about 7 years, and these places, I tend to think of people as really friendly. I didn't have trouble meeting people, making friends. And I moved down to Miami about 7 years ago. And I got here and it was kind of the stereotype, right? So people are really mean in traffic and people avoid eye contact. In my apartment building, I tried to make eye contact and say hi to somebody the first year I was here, and they looked at me like I was crazy. They looked at me like I was a terrible person. So that was a tough thing for me. I felt like it was kind of hard for me to plug in. I mean, everything that Chris Sofer talked about and the difficulty in plugging into this community, Chris Osage talked about it. You've heard a lot about it. But the truth is that there's some great things happening in Miami. Oh, well, first let me tell you how I started plugging in. So I love soccer. I didn't know where to play soccer when I got here. So through my job, I met my friend Jess, and then she introduced me to her roommate Natalia, and then Natalia introduced me to her boyfriend Tom. And Tom plays soccer, so I found somebody to play soccer with. So that's a pretty standard kind of connection thing. But there's a lot of other things going on at Wood Tavern right down the street. This is one of my favorite places in Miami because you can sit at these picnic tables and meet random strangers. It's like the only place in Miami where you can meet a stranger and look people in the eye and it's not weird. Critical Mass. You see every type of person at Critical Mass in Miami. This is a great event. 3,000 to 4,000 people come out, and if you have a bite, then you can come out and you can be kind of part of this crowd and get to know people that have interests like you. So the question is, how do we grow these attachments, these collisions that Steve spoke about, across this huge geography and all the disparate groups, all the different groups that we have in Miami? We've thought about it at the Miami Foundation. We've talked a lot about it in the community. And a lot of people say, oh, we should build an app. There's an app, and we can build it, and poof, we're going to have connections, and everybody in Miami will know everybody. I don't know if that's really the case. I don't know if we can build that app. I'm sure that the Miami Foundation isn't necessarily going to build it tomorrow, but we're trying to do things, and I think it's about people doing things. We've done this Match305 project, bringing people out here, talking about information, finding ways for people to connect around things like public spaces, things that people care about, where they can build a community and they can build a network. There are people doing amazing things, like Malik Benjamin here decided we needed more creative conversations in the community, so he brought down Creative Mornings, and every month you can go hear somebody talk about creativity. Malik has a huge team behind him, just like Benjamin talked about. Marta Vicieto cares deeply about transit and getting better transit options, so she created the Transit Action Committee, a PAC. Yeah, a PAC. And she has, again, a huge team of people behind her, and she's creating a great network here in Miami. Frankie Ruiz started run clubs all over Miami. North to south, you can join this run club. There are hundreds of people at any given event that are meeting each other and making friends. And again, Frankie has a great team behind him. So what I want to challenge you to do, Chris has challenged you to do the same thing. I want you all, everyone in this room, to become a connector, the center of that hub. So go forth from here, introduce 2 people at this event that don't know each other. Write an email introduction tomorrow. Start to build those networks. It's going to take individuals doing this. So I want to thank our speakers. Each one of them have had great points, and I think they've been right on. So thank you to everyone that's presented. I want to thank our sponsors, Everyone's been in from the beginning, the Tyler Garner Family Foundation Group, and Teach for America, and Leslie Miller, I believe, is right there, stepped up huge at the last minute to help us sponsor this event. So thank you very much.